Tackle Junkies, what's going on, everyone? Really appreciate you guys and gals for clicking on the video. You guys asked for a tackle room tour, and you got it. All right, we're starting here in the garage. Not really going to do, really much in here. If you've seen tours in the past, things are more crowded, right? We've basically grown out of this house about 2 years ago. There's no room for anything anywhere anymore. Been trying to find a new house for about 2 years. Obviously haven't found one yet. So things are a bit crammed, but we're making it work for now. Like I said, here in the garage, used to have a bunch more room in here. Now we can no longer get cars in here. We got pontoon boat, we got Mike and Pen over here. We got Big Mike on the camera. Again, if angles are bad, lighting's off, just blame Mike.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roast him in the comments.
Yes, please.
But Mike's not getting out of fishing, but he's getting into
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai, yeah.
He started that a couple weeks ago. We got freaking
Bob
over there.
Yeah.
Bob gets his freaking butt whooped like every day. But so yeah, it's kind of what we're going on in here. We got going on in here. Crestliner XF 189. Not going to talk about the boat right now. A lot of you have asked though for an updated boat tour. Probably the first time I get this out, which I'm hoping next Friday. We'll do maybe a walk around after I get off the water, let you guys know everything I've done to the boat, how everything's held up, things like that. But we are running the 2020 Crestliner XF 189, and of course we got the Pelican little pontoon. Haven't done much to that. We are going to put a fish finder on it. I took a couple off the Crestliner. Going to put one of them on this boat and put the other one on my dad's boat. Right now this boat's kind of like a storage place for DeWalt tools and batteries and things like that. So looking forward to getting that back out as well. Anyways, Mike, I guess paying up here, again, we're not going through all this stuff. If you guys want to see like a garage tour, we'll do one of those later as well. But you can see here, sealed all these rods the other day. U40 cork seal. Been using this stuff for years. U40, got that, Mike? Might be a little dark, we are in the garage. U40 is what I use to seal the cork on my rods. Some guys have asked in the past, does it really make a difference? I believe it does. It just really obviously seals the cork, protects the cork, keeps the cork intact. So you don't have like filler and stuff like that falling out. So any of the, or basically all of my cork handled rods, all look brand new. They're easy to clean once they're sealed as well. So highly recommend this stuff. But we sealed a couple Kistler, a few Arc, couple Wheeler. So looking forward to getting some reels spooled up for those. I'll probably do that on Sunday. And like I said, hit the water next Friday is the plan. But like I said, over here, a bunch of baits in all these boxes. Of course, we got my Plano boxes loaded with all sorts of tackle. We got all sorts of Berkeley baits up top there. Kind of moving out of the tackle room because we're out of room. It's kind of flooding out here now. But like I said, this is another video. You guys want to see the tackle room? Let's head that way. Well, guys and gals, it's springtime. Time to get out on the water and catch some fish. But maybe you don't know where to go or even what bait to use. Now is a great time to check out the Deep Dive app. Guys, this app will tell you basically when to go, where to go, what bait to use, the retrieve, and even the gear you need for that bait. Super helpful and a bunch of awesome tools within the app as well. Like wind effects, you can see just how the wind affects the banks, and you can search for those calm spots as well. Water clarity, so you can now see what part of the lake is clear or dirty. Stream flow, water inflow is one of my favorites. After a good rain, you can see what part of the lake has more fresh water pouring into it. We got bait tool, best areas, and even tournament patterns. You can see what part of the lake is more productive. You can see what patterns are on that body of water as well. From clear water, stained water, dirty water. You can click on those. You can see the bait, the cover you need to fish, the structure, water clarity in that area, the retrieve, down to the gear. Guys, definitely check them out. Linked down below. And one thing we need to point out too, And again, I know I don't have great lighting. I got another light in here. We don't have great lighting. But another thing I want to point out, guys, you do not need all this tackle, all these rods and reels to catch fish. You know, a pack of baits, one rod, one reel, all you need, right? It's accumulated over the years, and it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous, but you do not need all this tackle. So let's go ahead and go in here. Again, lighting's pretty poor in here. Mike, can you even see?
Yeah, it's good.
So behind you, Michael, this is just kind of an area where I hang, you know, all my Aftco rain jackets and things like that. We got a bin down here. This is all swim baits. My Scottsboro and Yum, bunch of Kitex. So kind of an overflow of swim baits there. Obviously here we got the reel wall. I just redid this. From here to here we got Daiwa. From here to here we got Shimano. This section here we got some Lew's, some Akuma, Bass Pro, a bunch of Abu Garcia here, and behind here then we got a bunch more Akuma here on the right. Want to just pan over that, Mike?
Yeah.
Again, this isn't like a detail. You know, if you guys want a detailed video of every reel I have, we can do that. We'll separate it by brand and things like that. But a lot of these boxes are empty. I keep a lot of my reels in reel bags. These are just Akuma reel bags. So a lot of my reels are in here. I just throw those in my truck and things like that. Up top here, obviously more Plano boxes. I do kind of have a Yeti addiction as well. Lots of Yetis. But yeah. So more storage under the table, Plano boxes and things like that. So it's kind of what's going on in here. Obviously got some nets hanging here. Behind, I guess let's go ahead and come in here, Michael, shut the door. So this area, this is Mike's area here. So we got a couple rod holders full for Big Mike. I guess he's ran out of room. We got some rods against the wall here.
Yeah.
Sink, this always comes in handy. Cleaning reels and rods, things like that. So here, little end cap from the reel wall, I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing really like, it's just like I ain't got nowhere to go with it. I hang it up here. It's a bunch of rod gloves, baits, and whatever. You can kind of just glance over that. Mike, that looks like a fantastic camera job we're doing.
Oh, yes.
Nice and fast, and
Oh, yeah.
it's good. They get the idea. They get the idea.
Right.
Like I said, we're kind of out of room in here, and I really wanted to have all my plastics organized. That was kind of the plan, and I started doing that. But I guess basically when you run out of room, it's like, where do you put it when you organize? And you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I was like, heck with it. I just started loading all the pegs up. So I don't know really where anything's at. I feel like am I over here? Should I be here?
No,
here?
you good.
Should I be over here?
Yeah. Let me get over here.
You good? Are you good?
Yeah.
Again, this isn't like, we're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is nothing's organized here, but all sorts of different brands on here: Strike King, Missile, Jean LaRue, Demiki, Power Bait, Gambler, a little bit of everything. So that's that. I do have a lot of plastics out there in the bins. Got more plastics over there, which we'll get to. This here is like the Mustad wall, all my Mustad hooks here, tungsten weights, treble hooks. This side here, these are all the new alpha points. We got some bare hooks on here, waiting for some to get in. There were some that were out of stock when I ordered. Got my treble hooks. This is a cool hook here. I got a video on this hook, which I'll link down below. Pretty cool treble hook there. That's the hooks. You guys want some Mustad hooks? Code TJ81, 20% off over there at Mustad. Okay. I guess, Mike, let's go to behind you.
All right.
I don't have to get in there. I mean, there's no room in here.
Yeah.
So behind you is the rods. Doesn't look like I sell any each year, but I do. I think I sold like another 20 rods last winter. Doesn't look like it, but I did. I don't know, over 100 something rods probably there. These are the Cast King rod racks. Got them on Amazon. They hold, I think, 24 rods, but you'll be lucky to get half that if you have reels on the rods. But the rods are over there.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working with there. Cast King rod racks. Okay. And then, again, Mike, they don't care to see me, Mike. They want to see the tackle. These are tackle junkies watching this video. If you're a tackle junkie, smash the thumbs up. I know you guys love the tackle. It'd be cool to see like 500 likes on this video. That would be cool, right? But this rod rack here, this, you can see here my name's on this one, Mike. The guy that made this, you see that in there? It's engraved?
Yeah.
The guy that made this, I believe the company was Rods at Rest. And I don't know what happened to the guy or the company shortly after he made this for me. But I'm not sure if the guy got sick or what had happened there. But I think he had stopped production for a while. I'm not sure if he's still doing it or not. I've had this a long time, probably, what, Mike, 6, 8 years, something like that. I've had it for a while.
I used to keep my old rods on there.
Yeah, but it's cool. You can see on the back. You guys always ask, do I still have my Dobbins rods? I do. I got them all back there. You can tell by the colors which ones they are. Champ XPs, Champions. I got a Fury, Savvy. All kind of like color-coded. But anyways, that's the rods. I don't know where to go.
Let me back up.
Up top, obviously, Plano boxes. We got some Busby bags. That's where I store all my extra boxes up there. Ring light. This is just I guess where I currently have just real cleaning stuff at the moment, just sitting on top of here. But we got a bunch of plastics in here. It looks like 6 cents and X-Zone are in here. We got what? G-Crack. We got Crust City. Love the Crust City stuff. It's become one of my favorites. For sure. What else we got in here, Mike? More storage type stuff. Tackle boxes, spinner baits, bunch of Wiley X, DeWalt's. Gotta have the DeWalt's. Again, more Plano boxes and jigs and whatever. These all came out of my boat here. So all these edge boxes came out of my boat. These are all full of tackle here. What we have here. Jerk baits and buzz baits, and still don't have anything labeled. I plan to get everything all labeled this year. But I don't know why I just never do that. Throw them in there. And then it's like I memorize what's in the boxes. Like by looking at them, I just know what's in there. You know what I mean? Like in order. Not even seeing like through the lid. Like just, I know what's in every box. So it's like I don't label it. But I need to label it. But anyways, yeah. So Plano edge boxes full of tackle. Got the Seagar. Got Pac. My dude Pac. Right? But got a cooler here. This is full of all my Seagar line in the cooler. Little, I'm not really sure if it works or not, to be honest with you. I'd imagine it does. Aaron Martins always used to say, if you can store your line and keep the room temperature the same temp, the line lasts a long time, right? And I have like, I mean, this thing is full of line, right? That's full of line. But a lot of the spools on the bottom are all my older spools that I still use from time to time. But like I said, I've had a lot of this line for like a long time. And every once in a while, I'll spool up some older line and never have any break-offs or any issues with it. So I do believe that really works. Obviously, I keep all my fresh line on top there. But like I said, I will grab some of that older line. Never had any issues with it. And so I would say if you're going to store your line, put it in a cooler. Keep it out of the sun. Like I don't take much line on my boat. I do keep some line in my truck. But that's why I got these here. These are the Seagar line bags. I'm going to load these up this year. They have a few different sizes here, depending on what you're trying to store. And then they have the actual bulk spool bag. And you can spool from this bag as well. It holds like, I think 6 or 8. I think it's 6 bulk spools. And you can spool right out of the bag as well. If you guys want to see a video on these bags, let me know. I can make that as well. But I'm going to get these all loaded up for the season. stick them in my truck. I probably keep these little ones. I'll keep these little ones in my boat, but like I said, I normally keep more line in my truck than my boat. But yeah, that's that there. Basically a mess over here. Scents, dyes, things like that. The wall of Yum. Got the Yum wall here. These here, I had these in my tracker. I have these under the lids in my Crestliner. These are the Cook's go-to tackle system. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe TH Marine owns these now. Could be wrong on that. But I just bolted them to a piece of pegboard, and I just hang a lot of lures up in there that I've taken out of my boat, or I open up in here and get nowhere to go with them. I hang them up here, things like that. But like I said, I got all my Yum up there. My Bomber Square A's, guys, Yum, Bomber. Head on over to Lurenet, code TJ81, 15% off over there. That works on everything on that website. Like I said, Yum, Bomber, Booyah, Jean LaRue, Bandit, all the hot brands over there. TJ81, 15% off. But yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool having all the Yum up there, kind of as a little backdrop deal, you know. These are some of the baits that I started out with. You know, it's a great bait, it's an affordable bait. So I kind of made that my background there. And it's a bait we use all the time.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have the dangers, man. Love the spine crawls, one of my favorites. Fantastic swim jig trailer, buzz bait trailer. Love the spine crawls. I don't want to start talking about baits, Mike. This will be like a 30-minute video. But yeah, some of my go-to cranks, Bomber Square A's, absolutely love them. KVD 1.5, they're rattling. You'll notice the black package. These are a Bass Pro exclusive. Love the rattling ones there. So kind of got my go-to cranks there. But some of you guys have asked, well, a couple of you asked one of my last videos, how are these red boxes here on the wall? And they're made for peg hooks or peg board. They have the hooks on the back, and they just go in there just like a peg hook does. So I got them at like Home Depot. All sorts of stuff in there, from screen cleaner and pliers and bait sacks. Guys, bait sack. These things are awesome. Clip them on your rods. I got videos on these as well. Link down below. And I have a discount code over there as well. They're no longer Calco's Fishing. It's Tackleworks. But I got a discount code I'll put on the screen for you guys. Link them down below. Rapid Fishing. All sorts of stuff over there as well. Discount code. Guys, put it this way. I got codes for basically everything that I use in the description. So if I don't put it on the screen, look in the description. And there's always a bunch of discount codes down there for you guys. But little battery section here for the DeWalt's. Mike, that really should wrap it up. Like I said, I wanted to do this when it was really organized. But by the time that happens, if it ever happens, I don't know that it will. But a lot of this stuff will end up being in the boat. So I think you guys wanted to see the room like loaded up. So this is it in all its glory. I guess I didn't miss nothing, man, did I?
Nope.
That's pretty much it. Like I said, a lot of the tackle that I cycle through, you know, all that, you know, a lot of it's out there in the bins. Those bins out there are like loaded with tackle. But like I said, if you want to see that stuff, that's another video that would take forever to go through. But this is basically what you guys get a glimpse of in the videos, and kind of wanted to see what this room's about. You can see though, if you go back and like some of the original videos, just how much this room has changed since then, and how much room we don't have in here. So anyways, guys, that's it. That's the tackle room. Again, this is not a like, I'm not showing off with what everything I have in here. It's just accumulated over the years, and you guys are tackle junkies, and you asked to see this video. Me and Mike enjoy making them, and so that's why we do it, you know. So anyways, guys, like I said in the beginning, you definitely do not need all this tackle to catch fish. I mainly only fish like, what, 3-4 lakes?
Yeah.
You definitely don't need it for that. But I'm sick in the head, I guess. You know, can't help it. I just gotta have it.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, smash the thumbs up. If I forgot something, I apologize. Let me know. But I believe I kind of covered everything that you kind of see in the videos. I love you. We will see you on the next one, hopefully on the water. Can't guarantee it, though, because we're here in the Midwest. And I mean, I was out there with cutoffs the other day getting tan. And yesterday I was in full winter gear.
Yeah.
So, go figure. Love you guys. We're out.